上面的寝室。
You wanted to talk about something? Yeah, I've been laying low, just observing the situation from a distance, but I think it's time you and I talked. Okay. So, you're a builder. Yeah. For a corporation. Yeah. And you weren't supposed to have any responsible role on this mission. Exactly. I hate responsibility. What? Since when? I don't know. I don't remember ever liking it, to be honest. That is so not true. You, Jan Dolsky, used to dream about being a leader. True. And now that you mention it, I do recall having juvenile fantasies about it. Remember our Fierce Ocelot survival camp? We got to the rank of patrol guide at 12. You can call that a juvenile fantasy. I'll call it a promising start. Fierce Ocelots, yeah, that was a cool adventure. Adventure? What about standing up for your men when the camp director made them clean the latrines for 3 days in a row? Man. Yeah, right, I forgot about that. And the protest we organized when the canteen gave us forks to eat soup with? We're no goons. Give us spoons. Yes, see? You remember. And how good it felt to have people follow you, trust you, respect you. So, what happened? How did you end up as a corpo rat without any agency? I grew up. Bullshit. You grew dead inside. Are you trying to make me feel bad about myself? I'm just thinking out loud. Where did your choices get you? Are you really satisfied with how you ended up drifting with the current, not getting in anybody's way? Because things can still change, you know? If you go back to your ideals and remember how to be a true leader. And how exactly would I do that? You can stand up for your people like you used to do, instead of trying to please the bigwigs. You can make sure working conditions in here are humane. Meaning, let's start with the fundamentals. I can see you care about radiation protection. That's good. Now, I want you to keep it up. That sounds reasonable. Of course, you can't do it by imposing overtime on anybody. Obviously. I take that as a declaration. Okay, I'm in. Good. I hope you can pull it off. Could be a first step to becoming true to yourself again.
满满的自我感。
What's troubling you? Well, I've been analyzing the situation thoroughly, and in light of the fact that the thought of not making... Yeah, you'll make it. We'll all make it, don't worry, okay? Oh, please. I'm not worried for myself. There's a lot more at stake here than just our fleeting lives. Can't you see? The world will miss so much if I go too soon. Oh, what do you... My work. It wasn't meaningless. Really? You see... Oh, exactly. Yeah, man. You're right. Oh, we can't let the method of nano... particle... We can't let it disappear. So, let's do something about it. Yeah. Right. But what can we do about it? I want to recreate my research, here and now. Revisit my logic, backtrack my calculations, rewire the connections in my brain, and write it all down again. For posterity. And you need me to... grant me the time to focus on this project and nothing else. Of course, I'd still... but fine. I'll see what I can do. Thank you. It's amazing that I can... And? Did you find out if Ahab managed to catch his whale? He sure fucking tried. But he failed, drowned, and took his whole crew down with him. The monster got the best of him. Sounds like a sad ending. I don't know. Got me thinking. I'm not sure how those writers do it, but when you get to the end, it almost feels like you always knew it was gonna be that way. Huh? Like it was obvious all along they wouldn't get him. Man. I just hope it's not gonna be like that with us in Rapidium. We're gonna be okay. You know why? Because I care for my crew more than the captain in your book. I'm determined to succeed, but I'm not obsessed. Huh. So, is that what you think makes the difference? Caring about others? No. You become obsessed when you stop thinking clearly and let your emotions get the better of you. Yeah. And now that I think of it, maybe that Ahab guy wasn't thinking clearly. 'Cause he just couldn't get over what crippled him. Messed him up as a man. Like the last thing he'd ever admit to was being a loser. Look where that got him. Yeah. Well, it didn't do me no harm, that distraction. Funny thing. That whole story made me realize something that never occurred to me before. Oh, yeah? What's that? That it's, no shame to be weak. Okay. Now, I think it's time I got back to work. But I won't be obsessing about it anymore if that's okay with you. Wouldn't want to end up like Ahab.
学到了脆弱。
So, how are you settling in? It's alright, man. I'm not complaining. Cozy bunks, decent grub, no boredom. You gotta know, I hate boredom. So, nice change from being hunted by the mafia. If I really wanted to be picky,
这里
I'd
的人 有
say
点太自以
everyone's
为是了。
really self-righteous in here.
哎呀，
You
终
must
于
have had a bummer
终
of
于
a
有人
life.
说出我的真心话了。
Looks like we were both running away from our lives, just for very different reasons. And it looks like I made it, huh?
他们也知道他们写的什么样的故事，但
Those
是就
guys
是
that were after me,
没有办
they're
法
gone, right?
合理化。
Poof. That's right. Time to make a fresh start. Now that's what I call a lucky break. So, you're one of us? And what are you getting at? Because I gotta warn you, I don't do team spirit. Relax. All I'm saying is that I can offer you authority in this group as a security officer, as long as you stay loyal to me. Stay out of trouble's way, and when we get back to Earth, you'll be your own man. How's that sound? It really sounds like we share those genes. You know how to make a deal, man. My bouncer license may be forged, but my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, that ain't. So, let him come. Hey, I found this thing that I took on the mission, and I thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. Oh man, you are full of surprises, keeping a gift from the old man. Yeah. I don't know why, really. Somehow, I never found the strength to throw it away. Even though I hated him. Ah, Dad. 99% asshole, but even he had his moments. Ah, fuck it. What matters most is that Speedway is the shit. So, thanks for the card. Hey, I found this thing that I took on the mission, and I thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. Holy shit. My lucky cards. Right. Lucky. Oh, what is this, huh? Judgment? Oh, shame? Regret? Well, I took them with me hoping for some entertainment, but now that you mentioned their unique properties, I feel like a cheater. A winner, not a cheater. Anyway, I'll gladly relieve you from this burden. Lena? Can you hear me?
I thought you didn't...
I'm sorry. I was a little confused at the time. It was a mistake. There's something up, but well... A sheep. I had to clone it to... Yeah, I know. But then, I had to move the base somehow, and I couldn't make it on my own, so I used this technology to, well, make a copy of myself.
I'm sorry, but this is just not funny to me. I'm beginning to worry you've completely lost it. Calling me like this in the middle of the night and making up nonsense?
No, Lena, it's true. I know it sounds fucked up, but listen. I have Rapidium, and I have a womb, you know, this module. Just think about it. I can make copies of myself. My alters.
Alters? Jan?
Yeah. Because I use the quantum computer to alter their life paths, you know? So, yeah, I know this is crazy, but you gotta believe me, they are different versions of me with different choices they made in life. Lena, you still with me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Do you believe me?
I don't know.
Are you crying?
你在哭
Just
吗？
tell me what the fuck you want from me.
You know what? Forget it. Stupid joke, you're right. I'm losing it. Sorry.
Really? This is... these calls. I mean, I'd really like to help you, Jan, but this is disturbing. You're disturbing me. I'm gonna go now.
So, you're doing... Keep it up. Hey, is it true? Are you really thinking of getting the corporation involved in our treatment? I'm not considering it at the moment. Maxwell's solution might seem extreme to some, but I'm willing to give it a try. Don't ever think of changing your mind. Whatever you do, do not trust the corporation. I might sound obsessed, but I am speaking from
讲得好
experience.
像我信麦克斯
You
韦就
should
不是
know
信公
that
司一
Ally
样。
Corp has blood on their
他
hands.
这个怪怪的吧？
Yeah, why doesn't that surprise me? Of course, they put the blame on the unions. What happened? Well, first they tried to downplay our demonstrations. Chaotic riots, that's what they called them. Then they sent in the police. Things got more and more brutal. Innocent people were arrested, charged with false accusations, vilified. That's when I decided to step in as a leader. I consolidated all the separate small unions, and together we declared a general strike of the joint unions against all the big six corporations. Well, they couldn't call us chaotic anymore, so what do you think they did? I guess they had no choice but to finally offer you a deal. They went for me, personally, by planting a mole inside the organization who challenged my leadership. Imagine this guy appearing out of nowhere and suddenly undermining my authority. And his agenda? Stop the strike, back down on our demands. Ridiculous. The worst thing was, some people actually took him seriously, which is exactly what those double dealers wanted. To drive a wedge between us, destroy our newfound unity. You had to send a clear message to the people. Yeah. I had to show them that we'd never back down. It was now or never. We needed public opinion on our side, so I called for a nationwide demonstration to support our cause. A mass display of distrust towards the powers that be. And you know what? The turnout exceeded my expectations. It was the proudest day of my life. Until it became the darkest one. What happened? The police happened. Pushing the protesters about, yanking people out of the crowd, and mousetrapping the ones who wanted to retreat. Panic broke out. Several groups started backing out while others tried to push on, trampling them. It was a massacre. Many people died that day, Jan. And it's all on the corporations. Their hypocrisy, their greed. Wow, man. That must have been agonizing for you. I can see why you hate the corporation so much now. Yeah. And you know the worst thing? Backstabbing me was what they were planning from the start. They were just waiting to discredit me in the eyes of people who trusted me most. So, how come you ended up on this mission? For Ally Corp? Well, it was the only way to redeem myself in the eyes of the unions. I failed as a leader. So, I needed to rebuild my position from scratch. And then Ally Corp offered me the role of a union representative on this mission. And they probably thought they were humiliating me. But I wanted to show the people I was willing to fight for their rights in any circumstance. Even if it meant venturing into the lion's den. So, here I am. But it doesn't mean I trust them. And neither should you. 'Cause they're gonna play you just like they played me. Don't worry. I won't. Good. Thanks for hearing me out. I hope you won't let anyone change your mind. You wanted to talk? What's up? Yeah. Remember when you asked me to be loyal? Yeah? What's going on? I think we got ourselves a food thief. I did notice supplies were disappearing mysteriously. Thanks for bringing it up, but, one of us? I know you've come a long way with some of these guys, but I'm just reporting what I'm seeing. Unless the scientist accidentally bred some mice in his lab, there's no other explanation. Some cheeky bastard is helping himself to extra rations. What do you suggest? Well, I've never been a thief, but sticking to the rules was never my kind of thing. So nothing pissed me off more than surveillance cameras, because the suckers actually work, which is why we should use them. Okay, let's do it then. Good. Now, in order for this to work, you're gonna have to set up a surveillance desk for me. Think you can handle that? I'm gonna have to. Let's take care of the problem before it escalates. Right. In the meantime, I'll try to figure out the best location for the cameras. And remember, it's best if no one knows what we're up to. At this point, everyone's a suspect. Hey, man. Well, I think knowing that I made a difference is what keeps me going. But do I? Really? I don't feel the impact I had with the Union. Of course you make a difference. You care about others and make their lives better. We need people like you. Thanks. It means a lot. So, yes, here it is. We still need to wait a little for the brain cells to mature fully. How long? 3 days, according to the instructions we got. Once they're ready, you can call a meeting and... Do you scan the brain for the mutation? Yes, it's all clear. And the cortex shows no signs of activity, which is good. What happens then? We extract the brain tissue, process it according to Maxwell's formula, and start administering the treatment. Of course, we will have to dispose of the body. Whoa! What the fuck? Looks like I didn't use enough sedative. Let me just, There. Damn it. I hope it didn't activate the cortex. We need to hurry up, in case the mutation... Calm down. The instructions from Maxwell make it very clear that the cells need time. We only have one shot at this. Now, I've used enough sedative to put a horse to sleep, so even if the cortex did light up for a moment, it's inactive now. And I'll make sure it stays that way. Look, we can't get thrown off balance. Not now, when we're so close. Okay. You're right. You can't tell anyone about this incident, okay? They need to take the cure. I know some of them were against it. This would make them freak out even more. What incident? I didn't see anything. Did you? Okay. Good. Let's just give those brain cells the time they need to mature, and in 3 days, we'll proceed with the treatment. Simple as that. Sure. Fine. Is there a problem? Listen, Jan, we're out. What exact... Any progress with your investigation? Well, the food's disappearing in smaller amounts now. That means the cunning little bastard must be aware of why I'm really spending my time behind this console. Just this morning, I caught the technician snooping around in here before he got to his work. The technician? Seriously? But he's the first one I created. He's been here the longest. Well, maybe that makes him feel like he deserves most. He's got it in him, if you ask me. Lone wolf, rule breaker. Not far from my life path, they tell me. I'd better take this to him directly.
对啊，为什么？有那个分身判断。
Before you head out, make sure you have all the important ingredients. Did you know we have a food thief in the base?
A food thief? So that's why there's suddenly more work in the kitchen? Someone's helping themselves to more than they should?
Yeah. Thing is, some of us have this idea that, well, it might be you. I don't believe that, but I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, so you don't believe it, but you're telling me someone else thinks so? Hiding behind others. How chicken shit is that?
Or maybe it's the other way round. At least I had the guts to confront you about it.
I'll give you that. Want to know if I'm the food thief? I'm not. Look somewhere else.
I talked to the technician. It's not him.
Yeah, you got that right. I got another suspect. This time, I'm pretty sure of it.
Who was it?
The miner.
为什么啦？
I caught him messing with the cameras in the kitchen. Shortly after that, boom. I lost visual.
So, you didn't catch him red-handed?
He sabotaged the CCTV system. How much more red-handed do you want it to be? I'm telling you, that dude is not right in the head.
I'll talk to him right away. We'll see what he's got to say for himself.
Oh, for fuck.
Hey, we need to talk about disappearing food.
We do?
Yeah. Are you helping yourself to more than you should, by any chance?
What? You mean... am I stealing it?
Just be honest with me. Whatever the reason, I promise not to judge you.
Really? How about I judge you? You may think me a loser, Jan, but I'm not a fucking thief.
哇，他这个任务真的是吃力不讨好哎，要跟所有人讲，然后所有人对我扣好感。
I didn't mess with it. I was fixing it. It made strange noises.
Well, you broke it.
What? Shit, man. Seriously? I swear to you, Jan, I just gave it a little knock and it stopped buzzing. That's all I did. If I broke it, it must have been an accident.
Okay, man. I believe you. Don't worry about it.
How can I not?
这小主管就是一个笑话，我跟你讲，就是上面的人看不起你，下面的人也看不起你。
So, is your last idea what?
You know what just occurred to me? How stupid we were. We? Yeah. You know the key component to the perfect crime? Motive? A smoke screen. Who's the only one in this base you'd never ever suspect, Jan? The scientist. Exactly. He thinks he's better than the rest of us, and it's not rocket science for him to outsmart such a puny little surveillance system. I bet he's constructed a remote control to rotate these cameras with his eyeballs or something. You know what? That really seems unlikely. Man, are you hard to please. You think it's fun for me, spending all my days staring at these goddamn screens? I don't have to do it. I'm running out of eye drops anyway. And you know what? I don't have to eat too. Let the thief have my rations. I'm just a useless worm in your intricate system of super-powered, pimped-up yawns. Send me to the fucking mine to die.
只要是在叽歪，我真的就把你扔过去。叽歪这个翻译也太……
Okay, take it easy. We're not giving up on finding him. I'll check up on the scientist, see what he's got to say about all this. I'd like to have a word with you about disappearing food. Oh yes, everyone is talking about it. I know you dropped your academic career, but even you should know that things don't just disappear. Yeah, I know that. Someone must be stealing it. You wouldn't know who by any chance? Of course I do. Did you analyze the data? What data? The Tree of Life? What else? Anyone in there have a criminal record? It's a rhetorical question, by the way. You mean the guard? Is he hunting himself? Where's the sense in that? He's a professional con man, and he's obviously conning you. Into what? If he wanted extra food, why shine a spotlight on the whole thing? Conduct a fake investigation. What for? Maybe it's not the food he's after. Think what he could have gained from this situation. Distrust in the group? I have started being suspicious of you because of this whole affair. Sabotaging the mission? Why would that be something he'd want if he's dependent on us? What does he want, anyway? Don't people like him always want the same thing? Personal profit? You mean... money? Not exactly. We have a different currency in here, don't we? And that's time. Thanks to that workplace you got him, he's got plenty of free time. Open your eyes. He's a guard only by name. He hasn't been surveilling anything, just moping about, while the rest of us have been doing all the work. He's lazy. Plain lazy. A lazy Jan Dolsky. Can you imagine that? I'd prefer him to be a common thief. I wish I'd made $1 billion in stocks. I'm sure whoever wrote this would give all that money away to charity. Hey,
you take your dirty hands off my hypothetical money.
To drive a race car. I see the appeal after many days cooped up in here.
Man, you have no idea.
I wish I got to try hang gliding. Someone has his head in the clouds.
You gotta aim high, right?
I wish I'd written a book on leadership. Would certainly be revolutionary.
It wouldn't hurt you to read it.
I wish I got a chance to mentor a group of young, promising scientists. That's me, of course.
他别管教啦，他现在要抓小偷，结果小偷竟是他自己啊！他只是为偷懒，所以说他要抓小偷啊！真服。
What are you all staring at? Did I ruin your party?
Maybe this wasn't such a great idea after all.
All done. Should I take care of this now?
Okay, people. I wanted to hold this meeting to tell you that, well, we finally might have a cure for your condition.
Okay. Let's hope it's a good one. Let's hold off celebrating till we hear it. I just want it to be over. I hope we're not trusting anyone from the corporation.
We can use a treatment based on healthy brain tissue. For that purpose, we'd need to use the tabula rasa you've probably all seen occupy a space in the womb.
Great! Why don't you just hand us over for experiments already? Don't be so goddamn dramatic about it. This will heal our brains, ain't that all that matters?
Let's be rational. Since we already have the tabula rasa, I say we use it. What else are we gonna do with an awareness-free body?
Use it? I don't like the sound of that. He's an alter, just like us. Even if he has no memories, how can we be sure he doesn't feel anything?
Why should we care? This dude doesn't even know he exists, for fuck's sake.
Come on. We have to think of the greater good. Be utilitarian. Sometimes you need to make tough decisions for the sake of the collective. Otherwise, there would be no society, no progress, nothing. Just tell me we're not doing this. We're not taking his brain out. It's sickening.
We are doing it. That's my decision.
Oh, so you've decided for us, without even giving us an alternative. What's the alternative? Asking the corporation for mercy? Why don't you grow a pair? That is so smug. I expected more understanding from you, man. Oh, come on. The boss has made his decision. Just fucking respect it.
他就是不想做事啊，就是等于说那3天你根本就不能让他工作，然后他还会让你跟别人
Let's stop wasting time and get on with it. We knew from the start we weren't born into a fairy tale.
Exactly. We weren't born into a fairy tale. Because we weren't born at all. We were just created to prolong this loser's meaningless life. Truth is, there is no good way out of this mess. The branching was, from the start, it was, Shit. He collapsed. He's breathing. Get him some water.
It's getting worse. We need a cure now. What's your call? Let's go for Maxwell's recipe. Good. I'll get tabula rasa ready for the procedure. Keep your fingers crossed. Okay, everything's prepped. He's not showing signs of waking up again? No, nothing. I've given him more sedatives just to be on the safe side. You want to say something before I proceed? I don't know. Oh, just do it. Okay, here goes. And that's it. Almost. I'm taking it to the lab to create Maxwell's magic potion. Is he? Yes. He's dead. But don't worry, he didn't feel a thing.
OK， 我的这玩手机的警卫说错话了。
So, did you manage to recreate your lost
Yes, I was, but it made... Oh.
Well done.
You'll...
Really?
Listen to this. It's...
Well, looks like going backward doesn't always suck.
Exactly. Sometimes going back with your eyes wide open can push things forward more than grinding on. It's a beautiful paradox, never to be underestimated. And it makes me much more confident about our future. Let's take this bull by the horns.
Hey, how'd it go with the treatment?
Well, the therapy has begun. Everybody took their dose of Maxwell's medicine, and it's looking optimistic. No bad reactions, no side effects. In fact, I can already feel the difference. My head is clearer. It could be a placebo effect, of course, but I'm hopeful.
You did a great job. I couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah. I can't say I'm not proud of myself. I'm becoming more and more of a Renaissance man on this mission.
So, how do you feel after the procedure?
Like a newborn babe. Seriously, man, I feel stronger, more determined, and are you sure this donor had an empty brain? Because this morning I even came up with a freaking awesome idea for a startup.
可是其实有蛮多那种，这不是歧视啊，就是有一些比较聪明的人，他们也会就是对自己赞赏，你懂吗？
Okay, that's it. Let's end this little game. I know you're the one stealing the food.
Jan? Me? But... No, you don't really.
Sorry, I can't. I can't do this anymore. What took you so long? You think it's funny? Come on, it's a good joke, don't you think? Yeah, you got me. Happy?
Sort of.
I didn't want to make you feel dumb. No, that would be boring. I was just wondering if you catch on. Catch on? What are you talking about? You know, understand what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. I was testing you to see if you're like me at all. Or am I really the odd man out? We don't play tricks on each other here. So if that's your idea of having fun, then I guess you do stand out from this crowd. Shame. You took advantage of us.
I was proactive, so that you didn't take advantage of me.
哇，好厉害啊！
See, I
我
don't
是
know
在
about
抢先机，
you.
这样子你就不能占我
Life
便宜了。我先
hasn't
占
been
你
too
便宜。
generous to me. And sitting quietly in the corner watching the best things being grabbed by others just stopped appealing to me at some point. I decided to start being on top in any situation. Because if you ain't on top, pal, you're at the bottom. Simple as that. Now tell me that's a bad philosophy.
Who knows? Maybe I should have tried it too. I could have reached out for so much more. But I was scared life would show me I didn't deserve it.
Well, at least you try. Believe me, I got my share of disappointments too, but at least I felt alive. Life is like a jungle, you know? It's got many rules, but only one that matters. Survival of the fittest. And which animal is the strongest in the jungle?
The lion, I guess?
Maybe, but it doesn't matter. You know why? Because it's not about how strong you really are, but how strong others think you are.
And we're back to cheating.
You call it cheating. I call it shrewdness. Do I really have a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? No. No one's ever tried to pick a fight with me because I made them believe it. Yeah, I'm fucking shrewd. And so are you. Like it or not, it's in our genes. Maybe you should try it too.
这叫我耍小聪明啊！因为他不想要，就是我们创造出一个空白的人植入，他是想要那个。
So, how do you feel after the procedure?
Fine.
原来他不喜欢的路线，但没办法，就是工人一定在他后面，那一定要经验工，就他们两个一定会有一个反对的，没办法。
Look, I know you're not happy with my decision.
看来就是他会跟那个技术员一
I
起
have
走
my
了。
reasons. Yeah, of course. I don't think there's much more to say. I'm kind of busy, so yeah. So, how do you feel after the procedure?
I feel good. I know this treatment needs time, but if you ask me, it's started to work already. I'm thinking more clearly, my body's got more energy, and I'm proud of us, you know? Because we just proved that we, my friend, don't need no goddamn system to stay alive.
Yeah. I wish everyone was as proud as you are.
You mean the technician? He just needs something to be angry about. Don't worry, he'll come around.
I hope you're right.
I'm sure of it. He values his freedom just like we do. He just needs to get over his personal issues and start thinking more globally.